pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lori Hines, the proud superintendent of School District 15. It is my honor and pleasure today to congratulate you, the students of the class of 2020, as you graduate, albeit virtually, from 8th grade. It is one of many milestones you will face as teenagers, and I hope you are equal parts proud and excited about this rite of passage. While I am sure this is not how you expected your graduation to take place, and that the uncertainties we face today might seem to put a little damper on your accomplishments, I want to share with you one thing that I am certain of, and that is you, and you are yet to be tapped full potential. I know you have worked hard in junior high and are prepared to apply what you have learned during your time in District 15 to the rigors of high school expectations. No matter what high school you will be attending, I know you are ready. The 4 years that lie ahead will simply fly by. I encourage you to get involved. Continue to work hard, make new friends, try out for sports, or get involved in clubs. Look for ways to volunteer and give back. The opportunities truly are endless. I encourage you to make the very most of your high school experience by continuing to challenge yourself in every way. I am confident that you are ready to tackle and embrace all that high school has to offer. So on behalf of the Board of Education, I congratulate you, the graduating class of 2020, and wish you nothing but the very best as you begin the next chapter in your educational journey. Congratulations.
And next is Haley Thorpe, our class president of 8th grade, to read her speech.
Hello everyone, I'm Haley Thorpe. Not that I'm counting, but it's been 9.5 weeks, or 68 days, or 1,632 hours since any of us have attended classes at Plum Grove Junior High. And I guess it's been that same number of weeks and days and hours that we've all been trapped at home. I never would have guessed that I'd be delivering this speech from the comforts of my basement. But here we are, e-learning from home and social distancing. Some have been hoarding toilet paper and others ground beef. Since we left school, the world has been turned upside down. While we have been together for nearly 2 years, we will not have the opportunity to walk across the stage together and graduate. Speaking of together, I'm sure none of us will forget our 7th grade year, walking into PG with about 400 other scared, self-conscious 12-year-olds. We were the big kids in the block just a few months prior, and suddenly we were back to being the youngsters of the school. I was absolutely terrified that my locker wouldn't open and that I would get lost. But of course, we didn't get lost, or at least not for too long, and our lockers opened, most of the time. And then there was the lunchroom. So many new people that I didn't know. Some as tall as my dad, some shorter than me. One thing was for sure, I was looking for anyone that looked familiar. But we all found our friends, got through that first day, and quickly learned how to manage junior high. For example, in gym class, we learned that you needed to look out for goose poop as you ran the track. Failure to do so can lead to a pretty bad rest of your day. We also learned how inexplicable things can happen in junior high. Remember the sink being ripped off the wall in the bathroom? And who can forget about nature's food pyramid by watching the baby duckling in the courtyard get swooped up and eaten by a hawk? And what about the fire drill when it was 0 degrees and snowing outside? I, for one, was in my gym uniform, shivering with my classmates. We may have been freezing cold, but we were together. And although we didn't end this way, at least we started our 8th grade year together and had lots of fun along the way. We counted down the last seconds until the fitness videos in gym ended. In the lunchroom, after the teachers severely lectured us, we responded by clapping heartily. We goofed around with our friends in the hallways when Miss Vanderplug said, "Hola chicos y chicas, buenos dias." We all answered, "Mal," and we enjoyed Mr. Rittner referring to us as his meatballs and his goobers. If this virus has taught us anything, it's that we need one another. Google Meets, FaceTime, and Netflix Party fill a bit of the void, but there is no substitute for real face-to-face interactions. And of course, we can learn the material, take the tests, and do the classwork at home, but we all miss our friends, acquaintances, teachers, and staff members at PG. The virus has also taught us about courage, something that we may not have learned if the pandemic hadn't happened. It is difficult not to notice the courage shown by those who continue to work at supermarkets, as well as police officers, and most importantly, nurses and doctors that risk their lives every day. We also owe a big thank you to all of our teachers and staff members. Like us, none of them expected a worldwide pandemic to happen and cancel school, but they continued to prepare assignments, Google Meets, and be lenient about when we turned in schoolwork, if we were stressed or needed more time. Thank you for everything you've done to help us finish off this year through these difficult circumstances. And thank you, Dr. Wilson, for your effort trying to make PG the best it can be. And of course, thank you to our parents and loved ones for putting up with us, especially now that we're together all day, every day. In this world of social distancing, you've understood that at times, we may need a little more distance from our siblings. You encourage us, love us, and believe in us. And lately, you put up with us sleeping too late, plan drive-through birthday celebrations, let us experiment in the kitchen. You strong-arm us into playing cards and board games for hours. And even though we may feign annoyance, we actually don't mind it too much. In fact, my 6-year-old sister is now a bit of an expert at $25,000 pyramid. Who knew that was even a game? You find ways to celebrate our achievements, all from the comforts of home. And thank you for your patience and for breaking down when we ask for this one extra app that I really need to be able to talk with my friends. This pandemic has taught me a lot. Some good, no Parker map testing, and some bad, no end of the year festivities. But what I've come to realize is that our class will forever be bonded through all of this. Yes, there's been a lot of pain, but when the day finally comes that we can step into the halls of Front High School, I believe that our freshman class will be the most excited to walk those halls. We will savor being back in school with teachers, cafeteria staff, counselors, and perhaps most importantly, our friends. I think we will appreciate each other in ways that we never have before. And maybe that's the good that will come out of all of this. If we appreciate each other more, have a little more patience, focus a bit more on our commonalities instead of our differences, and celebrate our friends and even our acquaintances, I know that we will come out of this stronger than ever. So thank you, Plum Grove, for a great 2 years. And Front High School, here we come.
Plum Grove students, parents, and families. For those that don't know me, I'm Marco Kelly, an 8th grade teacher, and I have the privilege of handing out this year's American Legion Award. The American Legion Award is an award given to one 8th grade boy and one 8th grade girl each year. The teachers are given a list of criteria to use as a guide when they nominate students they might have taught in a class, supervised in a club, or coached on an athletic team. The teachers are asked to write a paragraph or two describing the impact that these students have made upon their classroom. Teachers are asked to read the paragraphs and vote for one boy and girl they think would be a fitting recipient of the award. Those characteristics are courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. My fellow teachers and I consider the nomination itself to be an impressive distinction. Winning the American Legion Award is meant to be the highest honor bestowed on Plum Grove students. This year there are 16 students that have been selected by staff members for their excellence in the American Legion criteria. We are very proud of the nominees this year and believe that this group is the best that Plum Grove has to offer. This year's nominees are Amanda Alvia, Thomas Border, Natalia Delgado, Prithika Devarajan, Lizzie Dragovitz, Aiden Helvetia, Grace Lee, Kayleen Lau, Adarsh Pratha, Nayana Ramanujam, Nishanth Ramanujam, Avia Saxena, Noah Suk, Haley Thorpe, Eden Trost Rekich, and Josie Weber. Congratulations to all the nominees. It is my pleasure to now present this year's winners of the award to Grace Lee and Thomas Border. Congratulations to you both.
And in closing, to the graduating class of 2020 from Plum Grove Junior High School, I knew there was something very special about this class from the first day of school. You were kind to one another, you cared about each other, you collaborated, and you respected each other. With the closing of school this spring came distant learning and time away from the structure of our school, our clubs, our sports, and all of the friendships. The disruption of school has created a window, though, of opportunity to struggle in this world, but the lessons that we learned to overcome and move us forward. We must construct meaning from this experience. Please remember, kindness is a choice. Be passionate about your journey, commit to your journey, and go in confidence in the direction of your dreams. We're also very proud of you. Congratulations once again, class of 2020, Plum Grove Junior High School.